Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. This is a Forex quick look at the Aussie versus US dollar. That pair made a new low going back to April 2020. What does it look like from a technical perspective? Sit tight, let's go through it. Looking at the weekly chart of this pair, the low price today reached the lowest price going back to this week from April 19th, 2020. That week saw the low price come in at 0.6252, and our low price today came in at 0.6274. That's about 22 pips away from the low price going back to this April. We're well off the low price from the pandemic, down at 0.55078. The market was getting really hit in the Aussie versus US dollar at that time. It'll take a while to get down to that level, but overall the bias remains to the downside here. We are below the 61.8% retracement at 0.64615, and it would take a move above that level to increase the bias in the longer term or medium term here for the Aussie versus US dollar. So be aware of that, but that also is still a ways away. Let's take a look at the hourly chart because it's going to give us some further clues as far as bullish or bearish bias. And if we look at this area here, the price was in this trading range here for a number of days here until Friday toward the close. We fell below the low end of that extreme and closed just below it here on Friday. In early Monday trading in the Asian session, we tried to go lower, couldn't, moved up to test of this topside trend line, connecting a high to a high, but found resistance against that level and started its rotation back to the downside, away from this box, away from this lower swing area. So bears are more in control outside of that box. And we went down and tested the lower channel trend line through here, bounced up toward our upper channel trend line, and you can see we're ping-ponging in this downward sloping channel. We're going to need to get above that topside trend line to give the buyers any sort of hope that there is a bottom in place for this pair. Otherwise, the sellers are still firmly in control. So that trend line cuts across. It's currently around the 0.63178 and moving lower, so it'll be an easier hurdle as time goes by. But we still need to get above that level to push the price higher, right? Right. So until then, the sellers remain more in control, and we'll be looking for a break of the low at 0.6274 or a retest of the downward sloping trend line, which is down here near 0.6252 or thereabouts on the downside, and moving lower as well. So initial resistance right here, get above that level, and it opens up the door potentially, as long as the price can remain above this level, for a rotation back toward our swing area here, low of this channel, of this box through here. Ultimately, we're going to need to get into this yellow area above the 38.2 if the buyers are to be taken seriously at all in this currency pair. Absent that, and it would just be a normal correction in what is a bearish market for the Aussie versus US dollar. So there you have it. Look at the Aussie versus US dollar. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.